Hello everybody, Gliderman here. So today we're going to be looking at creating other classes in our project. So we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to click on the package that we've labeled pack over here. And then we're going to go up here, and we're going to click this new Java class button. It's going to pop up a little window here. Let me just drag it down. And we're just going to call this other class. You can feel free to call it whatever you want. I'm just going to use that as the name for what I'm using here. Click Finish, and that's going to put another class over here. And it's also going to pop it up here. So let me just grab that by the top tab, and you're going to see the green bars. I believe they're a different color on Windows. And then I'm just going to drop it over here. So basically what we have is another class similar to how this is, but we don't have a main method as we only have one insertion point into our main Java project 1. So with our class, we need to create a constructor similar to this one, where it is initialized. So we're going to do that by typing public, and then we need to type that class name, so other class is what I called it, and then do an open parentheses, which would be any parameters, or any parameters would go in there that we wanted to pass from whatever is calling it. We're going to then add a space, and then do an open brace, and press enter. And we're going to have our little constructor there. For now, we're just going to have a simple variable in it, and we're going to declare it to be public, so that anything can use it that has a reference to this other class. And we're just going to call it other int as our name, and we need to make sure that it is integer there. So basically we've got our public integer, and then we've called it other int. So in here we're just going to say other int is assigned 9, just for simplicity's sake. We're then going to save that by clicking the floppy drive icon up there, or you can click, or you can do Command S, Control S, or whatever. So over here, I'm going to pop in here, and we're just going to get rid of this code here just by pressing delete, and we're just going to pretty well clean that up. There we go. So now, I'm just going to save that real quick, we can have a reference to that other class. So we call it other class, as that's our type, basically, and the type is that class. And then we're just going to call it OC, and then just add a semicolon on the end. So that's our other class there. And then we're going to do OC is assigned, and then we want to create a new other class. So new other class, just like that. And we need to do an open parentheses and then attach a semicolon on the end. So now we've got a reference to this class inside our other class here. And this can be a variety of other things that this can be used for, such as, displays, console output, whatever you want. You can basically have a lot of custom stuff in here, and then without writing too much code in there, in the project1.java, we can have a lot of functionality and keep our main program small. So, just as a quick example, I'm just going to do system.out.println, and then I'm going to do oc.otherInt, because our dot can reference things inside this other class. If we had methods in here that were defined in there as well, and they were public instead of protected or private, then we could also call those methods, but I'll leave that in the next episode of the Java series. So we're just going to do a dot, and then we're just going to use other int. So it's just going to print out 9, and that's just a simple test demo of that. So we're just going to click the run button. It's going to compile it, and then we're going to have our variable 9 there. And we can have a variety of other things as well. The reason I've been saying that they're public here, I don't believe you actually need them to be public, because I believe by default they are. I'm just using that so that it's a little bit clearer here. What we can do is we can also label this one as private so that it's only accessible in this class. But let's just say we wanted to use a float as well, or we could do a string, and then we could just say other string, let's just say. We could define that other string, and then we assign it, and then, you know, the strings are a little bit funky. We can just do 2 double quotes like that, and then we can just say string for whatever we want in there. Like type whatever you want. There we go. And we can also print that out here just by calling oc.otherString. And we'll run that real quick to show you. So we see that it prints the 9, which was that integer, and then it also prints that string. So, thanks very much for watching, and that was a basic introduction to other classes and using them in Java. So I'll see you next time. Bye!